Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline Lopez, and today I am finally sharing with you my most highly requested video. I am going to be sharing a haul of some new tier tray decor that I recently purchased, and I'm also going to be sharing some tips and tricks on how to style your tier trays, and I'm going to be showing you some of my collection of my tier tray decorating essentials. I'm going to be telling you where to buy them, how to use them, and I'm going to be giving you some tips on some DIYs you can do. Now, this video is formatted a little bit differently than the rest of my videos, and it is pretty lengthy, again, because I'm answering a lot of questions that you guys had asked me over on my Instagram, so make sure that you're following me over there as well. And let's just go ahead and get everything out of the way because this video is long enough already. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time that I post a new video. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. That really helps my channel out. And you'll also be sharing some great tier tray decorating tips. Thank you and enjoy the video. Okay, so I know that this is weird in having you start here, but this is just what's going to work best for this type of haul. Let me just go ahead and start with this tier tray that I just purchased. This is from Target and it was $5. It is from the Dollar Spot and it is quite small. And I love it for that reason because I don't have a huge home. I don't have a lot of space for tier trays, especially the really large 3-tier trays. So these type of tier trays work wonderfully for me. It feels lopsided, but it's not. It's just because it has 3 little balls, not balls, like these little cushiony things so that it doesn't scratch your surface. So on every odd end, it wobbles, but it's actually pretty stable. Well, as stable as a tier tray can be. Again, these are small. I don't think they're tricky to decorate. You still follow the exact same kind of rules for decorating any kind of tier tray. I do have the other tier trays from Target. I have a separate video on styling and decorating those. I'm gonna leave that linked here down below, and I'm gonna try and put it up in the eye in the sky, wherever of the 2 corners it'll be on. That way it'll make it easier if you did happen to buy this tier tray and need some ideas on how to decorate it. But enough on this. Let me show you the rest of the stuff. Now, there's gonna be no order to it. I'm just gonna show you the stuff that I bought and I'll tell you where it's from, just because I have it all piled up over there. So let's just get to showing you the items. Okay, so I got all of these little signs, and of course Target is always going to be a great place to get decor like this. These are small. They only cost $1 and they're perfect for their tier trays. As you can see, they fit really nicely in here. They're pretty much made for stuff like this, but obviously you can use them on any size tier tray. They're really good just to add in the back or in the front and then fill up around them. Because of their great size, you can always DIY something new on the back. So take off the tag, maybe paint it a different color, add your own phrase here to the back. That way you can use them for multiple seasons. You can freehand something. What I like to do is I like to use what are these called? They're like wall clings, and not the ones you put on windows, but the ones that are meant for your wall. This was part of a larger set that I got from Dollar General, but Dollar Tree obviously does have those $1 ones, and you can always just add them there. I think this is too small for this, but I could add this and then draw a little coffee cup myself. That's if you're not good at freehanding, or for example, this one looks like it was stamped, like that's the type of font that it is. So of course you can always paint this and stamp yourself any phrase that you'd like, your name, your last name, family name, whatever it is that you want to do. You can always DIY these that way. Michael's also has some little wooden house in this exact same shape. They're a little bit bigger and wider, and of course you can DIY the exact same thing, but these are great if you can find them because it's $1. It's the same thing that the Michael's one is going to cost you, but you don't have to buy stamps or have paint and stain. This is pretty much already made for you. If you can't find it, of course DIYing it is an option. And I'm not going to be buying many more of these anymore. because I've already gone kind of a whole year around Target buying them. So I pretty much have some type of small decor like this for every season. I like the ones that they put out right now during winter because they are pretty much not season specific. I can use this year round. Obviously this is very Valentine's Day if you want it to be, but it's also year round. Home sweet home, I'm sorry, is also very year round. This I do feel is more of a winter phrase, but it can still be used year round. And again, just DIY something on the back if you'd like. From Walmart, I got this very cute little cement heart. It's kind of heavy. I don't know if this is meant to be a paperweight or what it is, but this is in the gray white color. They do have it in a color that looks more like stone. It's more textured as well, and then they have it in a gray that is more similar kind of to what you see here. Let me use than what you see in here. So this one is kind of whitewashed, and I did love this look. I'm going to do a DIY in a video coming up with this. I'm going to do some DIY tier tray decor, so stay tuned. That should be the next video after this one. From the 99-cent only store, I did get 2 of these. I actually got more, but I'm only showing you these 2 because I show the other one that looks like, I call it cilantro. It kind of looks like that. I've shown that one a lot. I get these for $1 at the 99-cent only store. If you have one near you, go grab some or get yourself a friend that lives close to one that can mail you some. I would resell them on my Etsy, but it's not worth it. So I'm sorry for those of you that have asked before. I just can't. It's not worth it with shipping and how much I would have to charge you for doing it. These would be too expensive for you. So I hope that you find some. If not, I am going to be DIYing something similar to these. So again, stay tuned for that video. But in the meantime, they only have these out for spring at the 99-cent only store. So get them because these you can use year round. Even during Christmas, something like this can still work. So if you find these, please grab them. They are great for tier tray decorating. They make great pieces. Let me put down here for the back, so you can have something up front, and then this just takes up visual space in the back, especially in the tops of these, because the tops you don't want to add something too tall. So they work great back here with a nice little sign right there. So again, these you have to get. Please, if you have them in your area, get as many as you can, because for $1 you can't beat that. Do it also before they raise their prices, because when something sells good, they tend to raise the price the next time around. So I guarantee you these soon will be $1.49 because that's how it starts. So get yourself some now. If you don't have a 99-cent only store, Dollar Tree obviously is always a good option for tier tray decor. I recently bought both of these orbs, and these are made out of resin. So they are kind of heavy. Somehow this one is heavier than this one, weird. But anyways, and they do have different designs. All of the ones in this like gold mustard color had this design, and then all the blue ones had this design, and I think they had a gold one, and I don't even remember what other color they had, but these are great. Again, I'm going to keep using just this little tray. These are also great for adding some detail in the front because they're nice and small, but don't take up a lot of space. So these are perfect. I'm also going to be DIYing something with one of these, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to say that a lot this video because I bought a lot of supplies to do some DIYs, so just bear with me. But again, these are from Dollar Tree. If you see these, get them while they last, because cute little things like this don't last long either. Also from Dollar Tree, I got this 3-pack of lemons, and these look like the Meyer lemons or Mayer lemons. I love them because they come in a set of 3. The faux fruit from Dollar Tree doesn't look that real. Like, this is too bright of a yellow, but it's still dull enough to where it can look real. Like if a child saw this, they might think it's real. But I absolutely love it. They're super cute, and again, 3 for $1. They also had limes, so like the dark green version, and they still had the oranges and apples as 1 for $1, but those are bigger. So these are great for tier trays. They're the perfect size, and I think 3 is a really good quantity. You don't want to buy one of those huge bags that has like 7 lemons because you don't end up using them all. But if you want more, of course, of course, multiples for $1 wouldn't be that bad. These are going to be great for the coming summer season, so get these while they last. Another thing I love for tier trays is this reindeer moss, and I'm being very specific of telling you that I prefer this reindeer moss rather than the other one, because this looks and feels more fresh than the other one, and the variation of greens that they went ahead and dyed this one looks much better and natural than the other really bright dusty moss. This doesn't have a lot of dust. You can see it in the bottom of the packaging. You don't see all that extra. This is really good just as a little filler for your trays, and they're also great for small DIYs for your tier tray. So these are perfect. Highly recommend this reindeer moss, and yes, it has less than the other one, but it is much better quality. A big bag of something like this at Hobby Lobby would cost you like $9.99. Sure, it would have more, but you don't end up using it all, so it would just be a waste of money and space in your storage. So I like this smaller $1 bag of this reindeer moss. From Hobby Lobby, I did get some small vases. Let me show them all to you at the same time. Okay, this one is not a vase. It's meant to be like a little wall pocket, but you know those really cute envelope looking ones that they've had lately? This is just like the Valentine's version, but it's small enough and cute to be put on a tier tray with maybe some florals in there. And then I got this one, which is $3.99. I did get it during their 40% off, and this one was $3.99 as well. But these are perfect, cute little sizes for any kind of tier tray. They're perfect to put your own greenery on top or spilling out of it. For example, this one, oh, it's so cute. It has a smaller top, so I would put something spilling out of it. This one was $2.99, and they have a lot of small little vases. And that's what's perfect for tier trays, little ones, instead of trying to use like a huge one. Another thing you can use are cups instead of a vase. If you can't find one, any type of small cup, that works as well. So I love this. Again, I'm going to do a DIY with this one, I think, because I love it. I love its shape. I love its color. And then I love this like detail that they added to the top. And again, for these prices, you can't beat it. I can't wait. I couldn't wait, I'm sorry, till they were 50% off. So I did buy them at 40. But because they are so cheap at 40% off, they're still a really good price. So obviously mugs are always a good option for tier trays. But instead of bigger mugs, I thought that these cute little, I think they're meant to be like espresso mugs, are a much cuter idea for these small ones. And also they're easier to style because sometimes the large mugs take up a lot of room or they don't fit. Let me go ahead and bring in one of my Rae Dunn mugs and see if it even fits in here. Okay, so Rae Dunn mugs are really kind of like the staple thing now for tier trays, and I love them, but they are very large and in charge. So nope, it doesn't fit in here. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. So maybe you can get away with it since they are not all the same size and shape. As you can see, this one has kind of a little indentation right there. So maybe that's why it kind of did fit, kind of didn't. But another cute option are these tiny little espresso mugs. And Rae Dunn does have espresso mugs, so that's another cute idea. In the meantime, all I got were these pink with the black. So these kind of have the look of like what an enamel cup would be, but these are ceramic and they're really cute. They are food safe, so I think that's why they are espresso cups. But for $2.99, again, you can't beat that. They did have other colors. They had a really nice minty green, a nice light blue. I wish they would have had a white or a cream version of this, but I thought the pink would be perfect for Valentine's. So I didn't buy a lot of Greenery yet, but Greenery is another staple. I absolutely love this one. I did just get this from Hobby Lobby. I think it was $3.99. It didn't have a little tag on it. Of course, I get the one without the tag. So they went ahead and priced it for me, but I don't remember off the top of my head. if it was $3.99 or $2.99. But I love that this is tiny little pieces of like succulents. Succulents are another great thing to add to your tier trays because they are usually small but substantial enough to take space, and they give a lot of color because they're usually really pretty shades of green or really bright colors. So this one, again, I'm going to do a DIY with because this stem is ridiculous, but it is a nice cute little way to add some decor to your trays. I always say this when decorating my trays, but I love to add texture and dimension and things from nature. So I got this from Hobby Lobby. This is $3.99 and this is shoya wood. And this is a small piece. I did get this when they had all of this type of decor for 40% off. I've actually had it for a while. I've just never shown it. These little pieces of, I don't even know what to call it because it's not, I don't know, is it a branch? But anyways, things like these, like this, add a lot of texture to your trays. They're good to just add in the front or just add in the back so that they take up visual space and they add beautiful natural colors and textures. Another piece that I have like this is this small piece of wood. I actually picked this up from the floor from something that our family was doing together, so it has kind of meaning to me. And it also is very pretty, adds texture, adds color without being too bright. And again, it's just another piece that you can add to the front for just anytime you have a little empty corner. Things like this that are small can add a lot of detail to your tier trays. So small things like this always work. Anything from nature, I love to add. That's why I do a lot of greenery. That's why I bought those little cement hearts as well. Okay, so that's it for all the new stuff. Now I'm going to show you some stuff that I do have as part of my collection, because again, this video is for those people that were asking where to buy tier tray decor and how to keep it budget friendly. So let me show you some stuff that I do already have that I can tell you where to get it or how to make it yourself. Again, I'm gonna do greenery because I love it. It's so perfect. These tiny little succulents, I don't know if they're called pearl succulent, or donkey's tail, but I absolutely love this. When Target brings these tiny ones back, I am most definitely gonna buy as many as I can because these are the perfect size to just kind of drape everywhere. And they look so cute. They're perfect to insert into, little vases and such, and they give so much character, so much texture and color. Love them, love them, love them. So if you see tiny little ones like this, they're perfect. If you get the longer one from Hobby Lobby, those are perfect for the top as well because they will, sorry, let me see if I can show you better here, because they will hang down much further. So again, those are perfect. Succulents are always a good way to go. And then I have this other larger piece of greenery, but as you can see, it comes in like smaller little bundles. So you can rip one of these off and just, again, do the same thing, just add it in little spaces that need green, or you can rip these off and use it as a flower and insert it in little vases like this. I'm going to be DIYing some decor with this, so again, stay tuned for that. Speaking of things that hang off the sides of tier trays, of course, beads are always an option. These, for example, I DIY'd myself. I do sell them over on my Etsy if you want to buy them, but they are very easy to make. Just add some beads and a tassel to it. And these are great because they're not as big as, for example, something like this. And you can have that hang from the sides. You can drape it through the front of it. I love mine, I'm sorry, that I made myself because I added this hoop. I should have made this a little bit smaller, but I made it that way specifically so that you could use them for tier trays because you can hang them off of the sides of the tops. Most tier trays do have some type of top like this. So they hang off of there perfectly. Again, this is why I wish it was a little bit smaller, but if I need it to be smaller, all I do is pull it over and just set whatever decor piece I have on this side like that so that it hangs at the appropriate length. So again, I have these on my Etsy shop. Hobby Lobby does sell some that are shorter, so of course you can always buy those. And I think Dollar General has some right now as well for about $2 to $3, so that's always an option. I did get this really large one for 75% off from the 99-cent only store. I am going to use this as supplies for some DIY ones, so I may make something just that hangs right there for Valentine's Day. Since this is very large, I don't need something this big, so that's why again I went ahead and made my own, which is smaller. Usually it is signs and mugs that take up a lot of real estate on a tier tray. Another thing is flowers, and I love buying these really large flowers, and all I do is remove the stem. For example, this was, I believe, $2 from Walmart. Yeah, it was from Walmart, and it came with another like little closed blossom of a magnolia flower. So that was perfect because sometimes I'll use the big one at the bottom and the smaller one up top, or vice versa. So single flowers like these, I love adding to trays. I get them different colors for different seasons. Also those big like poinsettias that they have for Christmas, those were great for this as well. And a vase filler, especially items like these. This I got from Dollar Tree. This came in a bigger set from another store, but it was also $1, and I think it had 6. And then this is from a vase filler set that the Dollar Tree had, I think, about 2 or 3 years ago for the fall season. So I hope that you were able to get some, because I love these. If you didn't, most craft stores or home decor stores have a vase filler that have orbs similar to that one. These they do have in this size as a 3-pack, and then they have some smaller ones that I think come as a 4 or a 6-pack. I haven't bought any yet, so I don't remember how many a pack they come, but from the Dollar Tree, these are perfect, again, just to add some nice visual to the front or right behind other items. I absolutely love these, especially these wicker balls. I have them in brown, black, and red, and they come in this color, white, like a nice creamy, and then a darker brown from the Dollar Tree. And of course, little houses are always going to be a part of tier trays. Everybody loves them. They're perfect. They do have different size houses. This one, for example, was $2.99 from Hobby Lobby, and they bring out different ones during different seasons. For example, right now they have some that have like a little heart. Those are cute, and of course there's some Hearth and Hand ones that are made out of wood, some that are made out of ceramic, and of course the Dollar Tree little houses as well. Those are always perfect. And then I have these cute little bird houses. These I went ahead and made myself. I will have some of them listed over on my Etsy, hopefully by the time I make this video live. They are already painted, they already come in specific sets of colors. But again, little bird houses like these are perfect. You can buy little bird houses that are unfinished from like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, most craft stores, I think even Walmart. I think some of them are a little bigger and they are a little pricey, but if you want to go ahead and customize the color yourself, that is always an option. Any small type of figurine works as well. I love this one from Target. This was $1. These were from the spring collection, and they had them in different colors. I only bought 2, and I only bought them in white because that's what I knew I would be using for different seasons. I absolutely love the size of this, and I kind of use this as a good size reference for how big I want my figurines that I add on here to be. Anything bigger and it might be too much for my trays. These are just kind of like a little nice accent to my tier trays. And of course, Christmas decor is always good for tier trays. For example, this is a Christmas candle that I got on clearance, but it can be used as a small vase, and this one specifically will add a lot of texture and color to my tier tray if I were to use this. Christmas ornaments are another thing I love to use. This is a Christmas ornament, but it does not look like one. This one would be perfect for pretty much any season, but especially for Valentine's Day. They are perfect. This one as well is from Target. This one is from Walmart. And I think this was $1 when they had these for $1. This is kind of old now. But again, this is supposed to be Christmas decor, like an ornament, but you can always use it on your tiered trays. I try to find Christmas ornaments that don't look too Christmassy, so that I can go ahead and make sure to get a lot of use from them, because I don't want to have to store that much stuff. I already have enough as it is. So look for Christmas ornaments that you can use year round, so you can use them on your tree when it's Christmas time. These were on my tree this year, but when it's not Christmas time, I can use them in my tier trays and other places around my home. Another must-have for tier tray decorating are sugar and creamer sets. I love this set. I haven't used this on a tier tray, that's why I have it out, because I'm ready to use it. I do have a really pretty white ceramic set from Walmart, and then I have a beautiful clear set from Target. Let me go ahead and show you both of those. Here is my beautiful set from Walmart, and I like to use this kind of in opposing directions, and they are perfect just as a little way to add color, texture, and a lot of real estate on your tray. So just add some of these things, and then the rest is just little accents. And here is my Target one. I absolutely love all of these. I don't think I have a favorite because I use them for different things, and that is a good way to start doing tier trays, is buy a set of sugar and creamer that you love, and then just have these be on your tray, and then the rest, that's what you change seasonally. Right now I've been using a lot of these clear ones. Before I was using a lot of these, and now I'm pretty sure this is going to be the set that I mainly have on all of my tier trays, and just switch out the flowers, some of the greenery, and then a cute little accent piece, whether it be one of these little signs or like a figurine or a flower, and then you're set. Always keep the same setup, just keep changing those little things seasonally. Okay, we're getting close to the end of what I'm going to show you, but I most definitely knew that I wanted to end it with these last 3 pieces because they are pretty much essential for me when it comes to decorating tier trays. And it is this cute little egg holder. It comes in a big pack of 6. I hope that you can see it because I left all this back here. But these are great for adding height to your items. So I can use them here to where they are hidden by the lip of the tray. So whatever usually you would have down here that you wouldn't see, now you'll be able to see it because of that. Another thing I love are these little grapevine wreaths. Yeah, that's what it is. And I like this for keeping round items in place. So I add this right there, and now it'll help whatever I put on there not roll around. So they're great for keeping items in place and also giving just that little bit of height. I'm sorry. And if you need something to have more of a drastic height difference, these little pedestal stands or tiny cake stands, usually you can get them from Target for $1, and they do have different shapes and sometimes different heights during different times of the year. I wanted to add these because these are, again, just essentials for me to add height to the back of my trays, the front of my trays, and just keeping things stable. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way so that I can give you some examples of how these really help. Okay, so here I have this orb from Dollar Tree. If I go ahead and add it in there, you can see it, but it does take away some of it. If you want to give it some height, you can always add it on top of here. And now this is hidden by the lip, but you still get to see all of this orb. Another thing, oops, sorry about that, is if you add it on here, they can roll around. This one has, because of this kind of design that it has, it doesn't roll around that much, but it can stay still. Or you can choose kind of what you want to display and know that it won't move because it's on top of this. And again, it gave it just a little bit of height. And again, of course, these you can just add anything on top of here, any small little thing you want to come up in the back. Also, if you're adding signs to the back, these are great to have up there. And then I could have the little green right there, so now you get to see this larger sign in the back, and this part is kind of covered. Of course, this isn't a great way to show it because of the angle, but you kind of get the picture. Also, I like to use this kind of candle holders that look like these little cake stands, especially these because they have kind of a lip, so it helps for items that roll around to stay in place. And actually, I do have one more thing I wanted to show you earlier, but I didn't because, of course, I'm very forgetful. But I love using doilies. I have some from Amazon that I'm going to list down here. I just don't have them to show them to you because I recently got them. But I love adding things like this because they add such a cute, beautiful touch to any tier tray, and they're great to add under, for example, these like this, and they add new and different color. So definitely get yourself a nice cute little pack of doilies. This one specifically is from Hobby Lobby, and I bought it when they had it on clearance, so I think I paid like 25 cents or something like that for these. So keep an eye out. They have these where they have like the yarn and sewing stuff right in between that, and they have larger ones. Also, Michael's has some for $1. They are really large and they don't look as cute as these or the ones that I got from Amazon. So again, I'm going to link those below, but these are again another piece that I usually always have on my trays. Okay, so I'm sorry that video went way longer than I thought it would, or it should, but again, I get a lot of questions on how to style tier trays. I have some videos, I'm going to link them down below for you, and I also get questions on what items to use on tier trays and where to buy them. I hope that this gives you an idea, especially of where to buy them on the cheap, because it's a lot of stuff that goes on them, if you like a lot of stuff on them, so it can add up quickly. But if you buy small things like this where they're only $1, maybe $2, nothing that I showed here is too expensive. I think the most expensive thing usually ends up being the tier tray, but if you get these small ones from Target, they're only $5 if you can find them. And then the next thing would be the mugs, but hopefully they're mugs that you can use, so they are serving double purpose as decor, or just coffee mugs that you do use regularly, and the coffee and creamer sets. All of the ones that I bought were under $10. I think maybe not the Rae Dunn ones, but the Walmart ones were $9.99, and then the Hearth and Hand ones, let me show you. I think these have the price. Yeah, this was $5.99 for this one and $5.99 for this one. So I guess these actually are more than $10. But again, that ends up being the only expensive part. Like I said, if you get yourself a sugar and creamer set that you like, or a set of 2 mugs that you absolutely love, those are great to just keep as the stationary pieces on your tray, and then just switch out the rest. And as I'm doing this outro, I realize I forgot to show you something that I get a lot of questions on. I get so many questions. I think that is one of my most asked questions for the tier trays, is where I got this specific item. So, let me show this to you right now. I get asked all the time about these cute little wooden spoons. Everyone thinks I got them from either World Market or Target. And no, I got these from Walmart, and I got them a long time ago. I've had these for years, and they did bring them back a couple of years, and I never thought of getting another set because I only need one for myself. But it is absolutely beautiful. I love the color, I love the size. I like putting this inside of my sugar and creamer sets because they're just so adorable. Mine were $4.99. I am going to link a similar set that every time anyone asks for them, that's the link that I send them, and I've had some of you guys buy them and tell me that you guys love them. I think they're a little bit darker than this, but again, I'm going to link that down below. It's not this exact product, but I think those are $7.99 or $9.99, so not that much different than these, but again, I use these all the time. Now, speaking of these little measuring spoons, I also have this set that was a gift to me from my sister, and I love that it's black and white. You'll never know, but these are like a Dia de los Muertos set, and I love them because of that, but you'll never know. So see, again, seasonal stuff that you can use year round. She got these from, I don't remember if it was Home Goods, TJ Maxx, or Marshalls, but one of those stores, and this was a birthday gift for me, and I absolutely love them. I use these a lot. Whenever I don't have these wooden ones, I usually have this set, and again, I just like to add those in here. And Target did have these last year, and these were like a unicorn piece. I came across them on accident, but I love them. So anything like this that has like a cute little design, or because they're little spoons, they look great in your tier tray that is like coffee themed, I guess is what I was trying to say. So get yourself some little spoons like these. Now, don't just rely on Target for items like this, because these, they didn't bring back this year. This is the year they should have brought them back, and they didn't. They were at the beginning of last year. So unfortunately they didn't. Even if they would have, they're really hard to find. But you can always use cocktail spoons. Those tend to be small, so they have like a small this, whatever it's called, and then a small of this, again, whatever this part of the spoon is called. So if you can't find them, always look for cocktail spoons and forks. I'm going to leave some similars linked down below as well. So okay, I guess this is now the end of it. I hope that this was informational. Stay tuned for the next couple of videos that I'm going to have, because I am going to do that DIY tier tray decor. Very excited about doing those DIYs. I'm about to start right now, so I know that that'll be the next video for you guys. Also, again, I'm going to leave linked down below all of the items that I can list, similars of what I can't, and then a playlist of some of my tier tray decorating videos. And always go over to my Instagram, because I not only share tier trays that I do, but I share inspiration from other people that inspire me. So go check out my Instagram. Check out other people's Instagram. A lot of people love doing tier tray decorating. So you're going to get a lot of inspiration from everybody. That's kind of what I do. I get inspiration from different people, and then I kind of have my little formula that I explain in my how to decorate a tier tray video. And I think that's it. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a lengthy one, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.